The poem matches the greatness of its maker. Alfred Lord Tennyson is considered among the great English poets for three main qualities found only in the best poets: abundance, variety, and complete competence. Tennyson wrote lyrics, dramatic monologues, plays, long narrative poems, elegies, and allegories. He wrote poems about war, science, politics, religion, and immortality. So great was his influence and fame that he was made poet laureate in 1850, and in 1883 was made a peer and took his seat in the House of Lords as Alfred Lord Tennyson. Like many Victorians, he was interested in science and troubled by the developing conflict between scientific thought and religion. In his poetry, he represented the seriousness and the high moral purpose the Victorians demanded. I have always enjoyed teaching this poem in Romantic and Victorian literature courses. I consider it a masterpiece and among Tennyson's best short lyrics. There's plenty to analyze, respond critically, creatively, orally, and in writing. Tennyson drew his subject from ancient Greek sources. Therefore, one can always compare Tennyson's Ulysses with Homer's Ulysses in the Odyssey. Students can recall this great epic they have read some time ago in high school and write and discuss about the differences and similarities in both works. In Tennyson's poem, Ulysses, the famous hero who fought in the 10-year Trojan War is pictured years after the time described in the epic. He's old. For 2 decades, he has not looked after his people as king, and as the poem opens, we see clearly his dissatisfaction with his present state of life, as in lines 1 to 5. It little profits that an idle king, by this still heart, among these barren crags, matched with an aged wife, I meet and doe, an equal loss into a savage race that hoard and sleep and feed and know not me. The sole reference he makes of his wife in the poem is not a pleasant one. Students think of Penelope, the faithful and dutiful wife in Homer's epic, and find a great difference. According to the Homeric tale, Ulysses returns to Ithaca to restore order and to avenge himself on the men who have pursued his wife. In Tennyson's poem, Ulysses has come home only to find himself among strangers. He wants to leave his wife, his people, abdicate the throne, and go back to the sea. Students perceive that the heroic image of the Greek hero in the poem is being diminished. It is unfair and unkind to feel this way about such a patient and obedient woman. However, they recognized that this Ulysses is more human.